The letter my mum never sent. There are moments in life when a single discovery changes the course of everything you thought you knew. For me, it was the day I found an old, yellowed envelope tucked deep inside a drawer I'd never bothered to open. The handwriting on the front was unmistakable, elegant cursive, the kind that only my mother used, each letter carefully looped as if she had all the time in the world. The envelope was unsealed, but inside, I found a folded piece of stationery, no address, no stamp, and no recipient written on the front. It was a letter my mum had never sent. My mother was always a quiet force in our family, the kind of person who spoke more with gestures than with words. She made the world feel safe with a gentle touch on the shoulder or the way she hummed softly in the kitchen while making breakfast. But she was never one to share her innermost thoughts. That was why, holding this letter, my hands trembled with the weight of what it might contain. I sat down, heart pounding, and began to read. She wrote about her dreams and her fears, about the path she had walked long before I was born. She described a time when she felt invisible, lost in the rush of daily life, her own hopes fading quietly into the background as she cared for everyone else. She wrote about moments of doubt, the kind she never let slip past her calm exterior, a fear that she wasn't enough, that her sacrifices might go unnoticed, that the love she poured into her family might not be understood until it was too late. But then, in the middle of the letter, her words took a turn. She wrote about a single morning when I was small, how I ran to her after scraping my knee, trusting her to make the pain go away. She remembered the way I smiled through my tears when she kissed my forehead, and how that simple act filled her with a sense of purpose stronger than anything she had ever known. It was in those small moments, she wrote, that she realized her life was meaningful because of the love she gave and received, even if it was unspoken. She wrote that she wanted to tell me these things, but she was afraid she'd never find the right words. So she wrote this letter, hoping that one day, when I needed it most, I would somehow find it. As I read on, I realized that the letter was not just for me. It was a message she'd written to herself as well, a reminder that her quiet strength mattered, that the invisible threads she wove through our lives held us together even when we didn't see them. She ended the letter with a simple wish, that I would remember to be kind to myself, to recognize the quiet victories and the love that shapes us, often in ways we don't notice until much later. She hoped I would find the courage to follow my own path, but also the humility to cherish the everyday moments that make it all worthwhile. When I finished reading, I sat in silence, the weight of her words settling over me like a soft blanket. I thought about all the times I'd overlooked her sacrifices, all the times I'd taken her presence for granted. In that instant, I understood her in a way I never had before. The letter my mum never sent became the message I needed most, a reminder that even the quietest love can leave the deepest mark, and that sometimes, the words left unsaid are the ones that change us forever.